one of my clients actually said he said to me, have you ever been tested for ADHD? And I was like, no, and was really offended by that. And then I did a bit of research and I was like, oh, oh. And so it was just ended up, and oh no, and before that even, somebody else said to me, because I've always had like really weird sensory issues. Like I have always struggled to hear people, and I've had so many hearing tests over the years because I was like, why can't I hear people? My hearing tests always came out perfect, like perfect hearing. So I'm like, why can't I hear things? And it's a processing thing. So if there is like my brain hears everything at the same volume, and I can't focus on the person that I'm talking to if there's stuff going on around me. And I've also always had like really weird stuff like like wet sleeves. Absolutely fucking not. If it really even stresses me out if like Joe washes his face and he hasn't rolled his sleeves right up and he's got like stuff around his neck. That really stresses me out. One of my pet hates is like user experience things, is like hand dryers that are at face height, so it blows the fucking water down your sleeves and down your arms, and it just gives me the rage. Like I can't wear tight clothes under my armpits at all. Can't do that. Cannot do that. Gives me the rage. I remember having a meltdown. One of my earliest memories as a child is having like this meltdown when my mom put me in puffy sleeved like fucking blouse thing and then a tight cardigan over the top, and I just lost my shit because it was just disgusting. And so like there's all sorts of loads of other stuff as well, and I can't stand loud noises and all that kind of thing. And so one of my friends had said, well, there's a thing called sensory processing disorder, and I was like, oh, what's that? And then I was like, yeah, I've definitely got that. And so that kind of all led in together with the whole ADHD. There's a lot of people with ADHD have sensory processing issues. Clumsy, and I've got a lot of postural sway, which I didn't even know was a thing until a couple of years ago. And there's like, and John said to me a couple of times, "You did an autism test," and I was like, "No, like I don't have autism either, because like I'm extreme, like I don't struggle with emotion. Well, I do struggle with emotional regulations, but I don't struggle with other stuff that's associated with it. But actually, I've done a couple of autism tests as well, and I'm like way up here."
Really?
And I haven't been formally diagnosed with that, but I did, because I did just the level of nonsense to get diagnosed for ADHD. It's very an ADHD friendly process.
Oh my god, yes. You have to fill in forms and forms and forms.
And you got to turn up to appointments, and oh my god, and I just ended up giving everything to Joe, and I was like, Joe, you need to read this because I cannot even with this. And so he read it all for me and kind of did it. But I was just like, that made me really mad, because I was like, how many people don't have a Joe in their lives that would be able to do that for them, that just will never get access to this stuff?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. The whole system is not friendly towards getting a diagnosis, is it, at all?
It's not friendly towards normal people, let alone neurodivergent people. It's just awful.